today? My name's Eric. As always, I want to thank you for taking a couple minutes and checking out my video today. On this episode of Smo'King, I'm going to show you how to make a sous vide pork loin. Now, I'm real excited today because I'm trying a brand new spice called Smokehouse Lover Spice Blend from a company called Foodie. And it's a woman-owned company. Michelle, my wife Monica, and I met her at a local store that just opened up, a flagship store of a Hy-Vee. They're very big here in the Midwest, and we had to go check it out. And she was out there preparing food and handing out samples. And when we talked to her for a while and we told her how delicious her spices were, and then she found out I had a YouTube channel, she volunteered to give me some free spices. So I'm very happy to give this a sample. And one of her big things is no fillers, no MSG, none of that artificial crap, just really good, authentic spices. So in this Smokehouse Lover Spice Blend, I'll give you the ingredients here. There's not too many. We got smoked salt, smoked paprika, black pepper, garlic, onion, and Worcestershire, however you want to pronounce it. So this is going to be super easy. I got this beautiful 10-pound pork loin I picked up at Sam's Club yesterday. I'm not going to cook this whole thing. I'm going to cut it in half and freeze one half for later on, and I'm going to cook the other half tonight. And all we're going to do is we're going to put a little binder of the Worcestershire sauce on there because it has it in the blend. We're going to spice it real well. We're going to put it in a sous vide machine and cook it for 3 to 6 hours, and then I'm going to finish it off on the grill to get a nice sear. Super easy meal here. So if you just got a sous vide machine, this is something I'd highly recommend, especially pork, because usually with pork, you're so stressed out about getting it up to the proper temperature. You usually overcook it. It gets all dried out. Cooking it at a lower temperature for a longer period of time with the Sous Vide Circulator is going to guarantee you're going to have an absolutely delicious, juicy piece of pork, probably like you've never tried before. But anyway, stick around. I'm going to show you how to do this step by step. Let's get cooking. Alright, so I took that pork loin, I cut it in half. You see I'm leaving this fat on. I just cut diagonally across it so I can get some of the spices in there. And like I mentioned before, I'll leave a link up below to the website here. This is Foodie Smokehouse Lovers Spice Blend. Now obviously guys, you can use whatever spices you want. I'm going to take some of the Worcestershire sauce here, Worcestershire. I never know how to pronounce that. We're just going to use this as a binder. We're going to put it on there. Helps the rub stick a little bit. Adds a little bit of flavor too, I believe. Okay, that looks good. And now I'm going to sprinkle this spice blend. I'm going to rub it all in. Kind of get it in between the cut pieces here so it can kind of spice into the meat. And you know how it works. So I'm going to get the sides, the other side, and I will be back in a second when this is all done, and we'll get it vacuum sealed in the bag. Alright, there it is, all seasoned up. I've just been letting it sit here for around 10 minutes, kind of absorb some of those spices. Now what I'm using today, first time ever, and I'm going to do a separate review video if you guys want to check it out. I got this brand new Meat Stick X wireless meat thermometer, and I'm going to be using this inside the sous vide bag before I seal it. We're going to see how that works, okay? Alright, so the pork is in the sous vide bath. I got it set at 144 degrees. We're going to go a minimum of 3 hours, but we can let this ride out all the way up to 6. So I'm going to go enjoy the rest of my afternoon. We'll meet up with you guys later. Alright guys, you know what time it is? Drink review time. I'm having another seasonal beer from Leinenkugel's, made in the town I live in, Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin. This is a chocolate one, and I've had it. It's very good, but you can see here, basically tastes like chocolate, semi-sweet chocolate, surprisingly crisp and refreshing finish. Perfect beer for those special nights, holiday gatherings, or chilly winter nights. We haven't had snow yet, but it's coming. So that's what I'm having. And this is my son Kyle and my daughter Ava Grace. Say hi.
Hello.
Hi. Snow's coming.
Now this may just be me, but I think that chocolate and alcohol don't sound like they go good.
Yeah, actually, it's a dark beer. It's 5.5% alcohol, which is pretty high for
Didn't you try one previously that had peanut butter in it?
a peanut butter stout, yeah. So Ava Grace is trying Simply Watermelon, all natural. Delicious taste. I never even seen that before. So that sounds interesting.
I didn't know Mom got that for me for drinker beer.
Yeah, and then Kyle, this takes me back to Chicago. They have a very famous German restaurant downtown Chicago called the Berghoff. And they make their own beer, and they make their own root beer. And so we saw this here. I guess it's actually made in Monroe, Wisconsin. Then they probably ship it down there to the restaurant. But that's what that's what Kyle's having. So I bet you this is really, really good. Does it say since when? Since 1921. So it's been around a while. Okay, so that's
100 years.
Yeah, it has been around 100 years. You're right. Wow.
Now I wonder what the date was.
All right, let me open it up for Kyle. Whoops. Let's get this. We got a nice little milk bottle for you, Ava Grace.
It's not a milk bottle.
No, but we're gonna pour it.
This is.
Oh, I thought you meant for the juice thing.
No.
This is an old milk bottle.
It's an old milk bottle from a dairy that used to be here in Chippewa Falls.
And I use this.
Now don't drink it all, okay? Take it easy. All right.
Take it easy.
Ooh, it smells like watermelon.
Oh yeah, I love
And
that.
then I'm having this, and you can see, very dark.
Nice. Is that a beer?
That's a beer.
Leinenkugels?
A Leinenkugel.
Yeah, guys, we've done some Leinenkugels videos too. Go check those out too.
Dad, what happened? You said you're gonna drink apple juice this time.
Yeah, no. All right, guys, as always, I want to thank you once again for stopping by, checking out my video, and enjoying some drinks with my family. Let's everyone say cheers to each other.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers, and cheers to our viewers. All right.
Guys.
This is really good. It's a mild chocolate. Well, I shouldn't say. It's a pretty strong chocolate mixed with a darker beer, but it doesn't taste very alcoholic. It's 5.5% alcohol, but it is, I don't know, it's an unusual beer for sure. I normally, like you said, normally wouldn't be into chocolate in the beer, but in this kind of thick beer like this, and it is good this time of year, I have to say. It's certainly something different. I like that it's seasonal, so it only comes around in the wintertime. All right, Ava Grace, how's your watermelon?
Fair and half of it. It's really good. I like the watermelon-y part of it, and it's actually really good after you've been exercising, maybe biking or running a lot and doing all that exercise stuff, and even working out. I mean, this is a good like nutrient drink, and other than water, water's good too.
Yeah, and she's got a nice shirt to match her dad.
I like it. That's real water.
You know a drink's good when it gets compared to water.
That's good stuff.
Okay, and Kyle, I'm curious. How is this? You're the root beer connoisseur.
Okay, so I feel like this is one of the more higher end ones I've tried, because a lot of root beers I've noticed have gone out of their way to be like really sweet.
Yeah, I hate that.
And some of them are good. I like Virgil's, but like one thing is they're kind of on the sweeter end and stuff. This doesn't taste like it's really that sweet, but it still has a consistent flavor, and I taste some caramel in there.
Oh,
which I like.
let me have a little sip.
It's a good root beer if you see it in the store and you want to try it. I definitely say give it a go.
Oh, that's good. All right, guys, as always, thank you so much for stopping by. This is, yeah, it's around 3 hours exactly that's been in there. And like I said, 3 to 6 hours. So I'm going to go outside. It's already gotten dark out, so I hope you guys can see me. I'll turn the lights on out there. I'm going to start up some coals on my kettle grill. I'm going to get it real hot. We'll let this cook a little bit longer. Will you stop already? Dry it off with paper towels and just a quick sear over some charcoal on the grill, and then we'll slice into this and enjoy it for dinner. So we'll be back in a minute. See you there. Cheers.
And Ava will be bouncing off the
walls. Yeah. All right, guys. See you in a little bit. All right, welcome back. This has been cooking for almost 4 hours. We're around 10 minutes away from 4 hours. So like I said, a minimum of 3. You can go all the way up to 6. So I'm going to turn this off right now. I did put some tongs in there because around an hour and a half ago, the one end of the package started to float. There's a little bit of an air bubble in there. And you always want to make sure everything's fully under the water line. So if that happens, just find something heavy. Stick it under there. Alright, so here we go. I'm going to pull this out, and as you may or may not know with sous vide, oh, look at all that juice too. We're going to just pull this out. We're going to put it on some paper towels. We're going to dry it off really well. I already lit some charcoals outside, and I'm just going to finish this for, I don't know, a minute and a half, 2 minutes on each side. Just get a little sear so the outside looks a little more appetizing. But after I dry it off, I'm going to put a little bit more of this Smokehouse Lovers Spice recipe. And like I said, I'll leave a link below. I'm looking forward to it. I did try some on its own, and it tastes really, really good. So thank you again, Michelle. But anyway, let me get this cut out, put it on some paper towels. We'll be back in a second. All right, so here we are. I just took it out of the bag. There was quite a lot of liquid, and dried it off very well with some paper towels. Now, you can still, a lot of these big pieces of seasoning are still adhered to the meat, but I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit on top because a lot of the seasoning kind of got washed away with that liquid when I drained the bag. So this is typically what you do after you've cooked a big piece of meat sous vide. You might have to just put a little light coating of the seasoning back on. And then that's about it. I'm going to do all sides. I'll meet you guys out at the Kettle Grill. We'll give this a couple minutes sear on each side, and we'll be done. All right, so I got some hot coals here, and like I said, this isn't going to take long. Just going to lay this down. Ooh. We just want to get it nice and seared on the outside, kind of looking appetizing, so don't walk too far away. We're going to give it around a minute and a half or so. We'll flip it over. I'll try to use the tongs here to hold it on the side too, to get the sides as well. So that's it. Looking forward to this. Be back in a second. All right, here it goes. It's been around 90 seconds or so. Just want to make sure not to get this thing dried out. You see we got a little bit of a crust on there now. And that's it. Another 90 seconds. I'll try to hit each end there for another 45 to 60 seconds, and then we're done. All right, just flipped it over. You can see this is the fat side because it's definitely getting a little bit more brown. Now I'm just going to try to get the sides here. I'm just going to hold it with the tongs. Can rotate it with the grate just for another 45 seconds to 60 seconds. Get a little crisp all the way around. It will be done. All right, this is pretty much done. A big piece of meat. Flip it over. There we go. All right, guys. I'll meet you inside. All right, here it is. Man, it smells wonderful. I'm really looking forward to trying this. The spices smell great. So anyway, I just wanted you to see it after it's all done. And I'll slice this in a second. We'll see how it is on the inside. All right, here we are. I've had it resting, even though I really did need to have it resting because it's sous vide. I'm just going to slice some pieces off here, and we'll see what we're looking at here. All right. I'll try to do some thin slices here. Look at this. Whoops. All right, let's take a look here. I got a little bit of the sauce on there, but I don't know if you can see the juiciness there. Let's get a little bit more to the middle. So you know what, let me just slice it right in the middle here. Let's take a look at it that way. All right. All right, there you go. I don't know if you can see when I squeeze it, the juice coming out of that. All right. There we go, perfectly cooked. Okay, we're gonna get the family out here to give us a taste. Look at that, man, it's a juicy. Woo! I'm glad I got half to save for later. All right, I'm gonna slice some more up. We'll be back in a second. All right, guys, here it is. I just sliced some pieces. Man, looking good. We'll be back to have the family try it in just a second. All right, hey, welcome back. I'm here with my son Kyle, my wife Monica.
Hi.
Okay, let's give it a shot. Grab your fork and try it. I cut up a couple pieces here.
Mm-hmm.
Mmm.
Oh, wow.
The seasoning's good. What do you think?
Michelle, I don't know what to
So
say.
boy, I really like this seasoning. I would highly recommend it. What do you have to say?
It's really good. This is the third, I think, seasoning from this company
You're gonna eat it all before we're done.
that we've tried.
But it's good.
Well, hey, I mean, next time we see her, we have something else to talk about.
No?
Yeah, I mean, we've done the smokehouse now.
Well,
We've
this
done
is as you did the garlic lovers,
garlic lovers
the
and
seafood
the
or shrimp
seafood.
or whatever.
How many have you done on video?
But you
This
know,
is the first one
okay,
I've tried.
So for those of you that don't know this brand, this is a newer company. But what
Dixie got one.
What I absolutely love is that they don't have added fillers, MSG, and all the other stuff that a lot of the seasonings put in there to make it taste better. They put the real deal. They smoke the seasonings and stuff, and then you can add more salt if you want at the end. The flavor profile is there. Look at it. Come on.
Cool.
The profile is there on every seasoning,
Yes.
and I'm picky. This
Good stuff.
I really like
I'll
it.
leave a link below
And woman-owned.
to her website.
A woman-owned company.
It works.
So,
It's good.
Yeah, thanks again, Michelle.
Thanks,
As
Michelle.
always, guys, I appreciate you watching my video. If you like it, please hit the like button. I would love it if you would consider subscribing to my channel. Just hit the little icon in the bottom corner of the screen. And check out my website, ericsmokingbbq.com. There's some slices.
he ate them all. I was
I
like,
know.
where can I stand?
I didn't
Okay.
eat them all. They're invisible.
This is so good. It
You
really
know
is.
it's good when Kyle eats it off before we
Right?
cut up the video. That's
Yeah.
why I stopped, because I could have ate.
It's good, and we are. This will be on tonight.
I'm ready to pick up a
And
slice.
one more thing before we go. If you do pick up some of these, I would recommend, we went to Hy-Vee. There's a one that opened up by us.
It's a new one.
Yeah.
And it's
a
a
flagship
new store, and that's where we met
Michelle.
Miss Michelle. And they had samples out, and I would say the best one of these, in my opinion, would be the garlic lovers. So if you go and pick up one of these,
There you go. The
Go try
garlic
out the
lovers
garlic
was
lovers.
good, actually. That
All
was
right,
really
guys.
good. I agree.
Thanks again for watching. Like the video, hit the button to subscribe, check out my website, ericsmokingbbq.com,
Eat a man.
and we'll see you next time.
I'm
Thanks for
putting this in
watching.
my salad.
Yeah, you
Ooh,
can
that'd
put
be
it in.
good.
All right,
Thanks,
see you
yeah.
next time, guys.
Bye.
Bye.